Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We just received an encoded transmission from a Galactic Federation trooper, quote unquote, that was taken prisoner, quote unquote, by the space pirates, which is very out of character for them. They usually don't take prisoners. But, we're going to go investigate it. Alright, so here we are at the research center. Not exactly sure what they're researching here quite yet, though we can be pretty damn sure that it violates all sorts of kind of legal and moral codes. Oh look, it's a diagonal elevator. It's a funicular. I learned that word when I was playing Deus Ex Human Revolution. Never heard the word funicular before playing that game. Anyway, we got a barrier right there, but surely there's a way around it. There we go. Alright, let's see what's on the other side. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's get the scan visor going. Slowly. Here we go. Okay, back up while scanning. There we go. And here we have the Utragian Shriekbat. Utragian Shriekbats are fiercely territorial insectoids and will dive bomb anything that wanders near. This attack is fatal for the Shriekbat as this impact sets off a discharge of thermal energy. Because of their high internal temperatures, they tend to seek cool climates to dwell in. They have come to seek shelter inside the many pirate facilities located on the Pirate Homeworld. Pirate Homeworld, huh? Doesn't actually have a name. Many people actually have speculated that the name of the planet is Utragus. For a few reasons. One, because the Utragian Shriekbat, its very name suggests that this planet is called Utragian or Utragus or something along those lines. If if the name is to be taken into consideration. Also, I believe in the Japanese version of the game, they actually do refer to the planet as Utragus. Also, I think in some unused scan logs, they use the name Utragus in order to describe the Pirate Homeworld, but I guess they didn't decide to outright call the planet Utragus. So, Pirate Homeworld it is. Anyway, we have another scan here, the Phazon Grub. Phazon grubs are drawn to bioenergy in all forms, especially Phazon. They are immune to its mutagenic effects and carry it in their bodies as they roam. Their bite can infect the victim with Phazon corruption, making them plague bearers of a sort. Well, that's not good. We don't want anybody getting glowy grub flu. Oh, more. There we go. All right. So yeah, I guess you could call the planet Utragus if you really want to. I mean, it's not like it's the only pirate homeworld. You could count Zebes as a pirate homeworld if you really want to, because the space pirates, whatever species or planet they originate from, they seem to have this zealous belief that they are the rightful owners of pretty much everything in the entire galaxy. So whenever they take over a planet, they actually adopt the name of the planet and call themselves that. Like, I'm sure these space pirates may at some point call themselves Utragian, who knows? They never actually say it in the game, but I do know that the space pirates that took over Zebes refer to themselves as Zebesian, and pretty much everybody else refers to them as Zebesian as well. So that explains what was going on there in Other M, because the space pirates do a bunch of gene splicing and everything in order to make themselves more competitive compatible with a planet's atmosphere. That's why these space pirates look kind of different than the ones that we run into in like Super Metroid or Metroid Zero Mission. You know, the Zebezian space pirates, because in order to further acclimatize themselves to the environment and atmosphere of planet Zebes, they gene splice themselves with DNA from the Chozo, which is why they actually kind of look very bird-like on Zebes, because they are pretty much part Chozo. So yeah, anytime you go to a space pirate homeworld, one of them, I'm sure space pirates come in all different shapes and sizes because they do all their gene splicing and all that. Okay, we got a panel here to weld. Ooh, look at that. S for Samus. Way to write your name on enemy territory, Samus. I know when I was deployed to Iraq, I wrote my name in the sand, though I didn't use a welding torch, or even a pen for that matter. I wrote it in my pee. Ooh, wow. Not a safe place to stand, I guess. It'd be kind of bad if somebody was on the other side and didn't know that somebody was activating that panel. They'd be down in that little area and they'd have gotten squished. It's, gotta violate some kind of safety codes. Oh yeah, pirates. Pirates, I got it. They don't care. Oh. What are those things? Are those, like, Phazon grubs right there? Oh, you know what? Wait. I can't remember the name of those enemies. They're not scorch bugs. Whatever, I'm thinking too hard. Moving on. All right. So when we were going through that red pipe back there, you probably noticed this little robot flying around shining a little light everywhere. He's a security bot. He's looking for stuff to freak out about and set off all the alarms. Hi, little guy. I'm gonna give you a reason. Give me a reason. I don't like those things. I'm gonna shoot them now. Alright, well, looks like we didn't shut off the alarm in time. Oh, who are you? Well, I guess we'll deal with you later. But for now, we got a new enemy to scan. And it is, if I could scan it, thank you, this is the Commando Pirate. Commando Pirates use the best gear available. Only beams of the highest temperature can penetrate the layer of phasite in the armor suit. All of the weaponry is powered by Phazon. Each Commando has a combat cloaking field, along with boost thrusters and a personal teleporter. The phasite armor they wear makes them extremely resistant to damage in combat. So, yeah, for right now, let's just go ahead and blast them with the Hyper Beam. We'll get a little bit of an easier way later, even though I would probably still recommend Hyper Beam at that point. Anyway, those are the Pirate Commandos, or Commando Pirates. I guess you could use the names interchangeably. There's actually, we just destroyed 2 of them. There is actually a friend voucher that we can get for destroying 20 of them. So, no need to really go out of your way for it, though. We'll kind of run into, we'll just, it's one of those things that we'll get throughout the course of the game. There we go. So if we open up our X-ray visor, you can see that there's red lasers there. If we touch them, they set off another alarm, and we'll have to do with more Commando Pirates, or Pirate Commandos, or whatever you want to call them. I'll probably be using it interchangeably. But, yeah, only do that if you really care about that friend voucher. Even without setting off the alarms to grind for these guys, we'll end up running into enough to get the friend voucher by the end of before the end of the game, so might as well just avoid setting off the alarms if you can. More Space Pirate lore right here. First disciples, our struggles have ended. She has shown us the error of our ways. The way is now clear. All previous vows of fealty have been forsworn. We now pledge sole allegiance to our liberator, the Great One, Dark Samus. We bear a singular honor, we lucky few, for we are her first disciples. Our burden is a happy one, for we will pave the way to her glorious victory and cosmic rule. Let the light of Phazon lead us. Dark Samus is life. Dark Samus is love. Yeah, she corrupted them. They are kooky now. Okay, let's go ahead and go under these lasers, and we should be safer right now. Oh, look, Metroids. This room that we're in is called Metroid Processing. Guess why? Alright, new enemy right here. And it is the Assault Shield Trooper. Assault Shield Troopers are heavily armored and resistant to most weapon systems. Their unique armor will deflect missile attacks, but not beam fire. In addition to their armor, they wield a portable battle shield. Their battle shield provides protection against all standard weapon fire, but can be easily torn off. Phazon-based weapons are capable of destroying the shield, as usual. Unless, of course, they are in hyper mode, but I've already explained that earlier. Alright, any more? Any more? Any more? Any more? Oh, no, we're not. Oh, corrupted. Where are the rest of the bad guys? There they are. Boom, 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 boom. Let me hear you say wayo. All right. You're familiar with these little security terminals before, where you rotate the thingamajiggies and then lock them into place. However, we cannot see them. So let's go ahead and open up the X-ray visor, and now we can see them. There we go. There's a missile expansion right there. Alright, a few things to do here. I guess it doesn't matter what order you do these things in. Let's go ahead and fix this thing right here. And we get a little elevator thing with a morph ball slot once again. Why are the pirates incorporating technology that requires a morph ball to use when they themselves have not mastered the morph ball? I don't know! Plot hole for the sake of gameplay. Alright, and here we get our 4th energy cell. Of course it was powering something that kept the Metroids at bay. Why wouldn't it? Oh well. I'm gonna blow that open to get that missile expansion anyway, so I guess it was just meant to be. No, it wasn't meant to be. These Phazon Metroids seeing the light of another day. Alright, let's go ahead and absorb all this stuff and get ourselves another missile expansion. Okay, let's see where this little elevator takes us. Alright, let's go this way first. Open, open, open. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and blast these with our seeker missiles. Alright, and where did you guys come from? Alright, one of them is likely to go into hyper mode, so let's just go into hyper mode ourselves and take him out really quickly. There's a new enemy right over there, but he's kind of a pain in the ass to scan because, yeah, your scan visor just wants to target the wall jump surface. I guess if you wanted to, you could try to get him when he's on the side and you could get just a little bit of a pixel on him, but for right now, let's just go ahead and use the wall jump surface in order to get to a better position. As long as we're in screw attack mode, they won't hurt us. But let's go ahead, jump up here real quick. And now we have a bit of a better vantage point for scanning these guys. This is the puffer mine. Avoid contact with the puffer mine. These creatures are a cybernetically enhanced version of the puffers native to the Pirate Homeworld. Engineered by space pirates, they are now used as patrol animals. Their bodies have been filled with phazon gas to be used as a defensive measure. If their shell is broken, their bodies explode and send a cloud of toxic gas send a cloud of toxic gas out all around them. English, Mike. They're simple words. Nearby attackers rarely escape the volatile fumes, but we're okay because we're able to go into screw attack mode, so it won't really bother us. More pirate lore right here. The source discovered. After our liberation, she left us adrift. We thought this was a test of our loyalty, and so we endured. Some said she abandoned us. They were promptly shot. I shouldn't laugh. Disciples do not doubt their leader. When she returned, it was on the back of a titanic starborn beast. As we groveled in awe, she ordered us to follow the beast through a rift in space, a wormhole. Some refused to follow, afraid of the unknown. They too were shot. Disciples must be fearless. Once through the rift, we saw a singular wonder. Phase, the source of all phazon in the cosmos. Phase, the home of our glorious leader. So there you go. The source of all the phazon is a planet called Phase. Creative. What do we got going on down here? I don't know what that is, but I want one, especially since it has the Screw Attack logo on it. Now I definitely want it. Maybe it's a suit upgrade that can help me walk around in acid rain. Looks like the only way I'm getting to it is through that thing right there. What do we got here? It's magnetic rail. Well, yeah, we can't do anything with that yet, so moving on. Moving on. Open. Thank you. What, are those just pirate militia? Are you guys for real? For real? Oh, they're kind of... Oh, armored pirate militia. Still, I should have been able to one-shot their asses with the plasma beam. Gah. So, hey, buddy.
Samus, thank the stars it's you. I thought I was a dead man. I think I can help you get to the seed.
Really?
As I'm sure you know, the path to the seed entrance is exposed to the acid rain.
Mm-hmm.
However, I've seen the pirates using a special suit shield that protects them from the elements.
That must have been the thing I was looking at.
If you can acquire one of these shield units, you could probably make it to the seed. Lucky for you, I've seen where they make these devices. Here are the coordinates.
Do you hold the rank of captain? And is your last name obvious? Really? You had to zoom out to show me the next room? Nice.
I even know a back entrance to that location, but we'll need your help activating the lift that takes us there. We've got to engage the security levers simultaneously.
Okay, so, alright. Let's say for a second that you were important enough for the space pirates to break their usual rule of take no prisoners in order to take a prisoner. They let you keep your armor and your gun? Really? Really? Are they space pirates, or are they the guards from the Kingdom of Guardia?
I'll call out the instructions. We must synchronize our movements or the security claims won't release. Are you ready? Pull. Twist. Push.
Push it, twist it, pull it, bop it. Skip it, skip it.
Let's get going.
You know an awful lot about this base. Oh no, what treachery is this? How could I have ever known that you were in fact not a GF trooper, but Gandrada in disguise? This comes as such a shock and surprise.
You know, you should never trust strangers, Sammy. This is gonna be fun.
I didn't trust you. You're stupid. Didn't trust you for a second. I knew what was going on. The space pirates do not take prisoners, and if they did, they don't let them keep their weapons and armor anyway. As you may have already known, this is Gandrada. Gandreda's ability to shapeshift has been greatly enhanced by phase-on exposure, allowing her to assume a number of deadly forms at will. These new forms come with a cost, as she also inherits their weaknesses. A mistress of stealth, she will employ her personal cloaking field often, setting up her next deadly attack. An advanced visor system may be able to reveal her location. Alright. So, yeah, just lock onto her and keep firing away while strafing around her. She's really, really quick. So, yeah, don't bother using charge shots because you'll likely miss. Okay, so she went ahead and took the form of a Berserker Knight. Just like you take them out usually. Fire their orbs back at them until the phasite shielding is exposed, and then fire at their membrane. There we go. Unfortunately, because it's still considered as a boss, the game still sees her as Gandreda, you do have to aim a little more carefully. Alright. Yeah, let's just take this thing out real quick. Come on. But other than that, yeah, she just takes on slightly weaker forms of enemies that we already fought before. She's actually hardest in her regular form, because she flips around a lot, as you can see, and she's extremely difficult to just hit. You know, this is compounded by the fact that she is a boss, so you can't really lock onto her because free aim is enabled. Okay. Oh, yeah, she grabs onto you like that. Just shake the Wii Remote and Nunchuck in order to shake her off. Would you lock on, please? Thank you. Alright, she just took the form of Rundis here. Just same as you did before. We are just going to hit her until the armor breaks off, and then we're going to rip it off with the grappling, with the grapple lasso. There we go. And don't forget to strafe so we don't get hit by the ice attacks, which are electricity. Which I don't know why it freezes you at that point, but, you know, whatever. I guess electricity can freeze you in Fantasyland. Oh, come on. For real? Yeah. And she's also able to do this annoying Iceman thing where you can't lock onto her because she goes right above you. Alright, now she's taking on the form of Gore. Lather, rinse, repeat. Just let's hit that orb at the bottom. Oh, God. Really? Really? For real? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I wanted to run the chance of doing a boost ball into the orb there, into the weak spot, because, as you can see, the walls have been removed, so now there's acid rain all around the arena. You don't want to step in it. You will get hurt. Also, because we're not exactly at full health when we come in here, it's probably not the best idea to go into hyper mode at any point. I guess if you're still doing pretty well on health towards the end of the fight, you can go into hyper mode for a little while just to get out those last few bits of health. Come on. Yeah, and I think, yeah, she goes outside of the acid rain. And I think the wall of acid rain actually cancels out your missiles. So, yeah, it might not always be the best idea to try to hit him with the missiles or hit her with the missiles. Sorry, I said him because she took the form of Rundis for a second there. Oh, come on. Really? Gore again? Come on. Alright, you know what? And, what are you doing? Where's... For real? That's very annoying. There we go. Come on. Move on to the next phase, please. There we go. All right. Now, in a last-ditch effort, she's going to try to take on the form of... Samus in the Varia suit. Okay, why not mimic us here? And this is pretty much the only form that she's going to take now whenever she transforms. She's going to roll into a hyper... She's going to roll into Morph Ball and then use a Boost Ball everywhere. And when she stops, she's going to use a big-ass Hyper Beam similar to her final smash in Super Smash Bros. And yeah, that's the only form that she's going to be taking now. You know, besides her actual real form. I guess one strategy that you can use, if you want to, in the original NTSC version, she's super weak to the screw attack. So if you can manage to get in a few hits with the screw attack, you'll take her down really fast. This weakness was significantly reduced here in the Trilogy version, but she still is actually pretty weak to the screw attack, just not as much. Only thing is, good luck actually landing a hit with the screw attack. Anyway, she does turn invisible, so you want to turn on your X-ray visor and just start blasting away at her. And then, yeah, when you see her kind of do her little dance like that, you want to get out of the X-ray visor because she starts to distort it. Alright, I'm not going to be using Hyper Beam too much there. But I wonder if I could, I doubt it, but let's see. No, because yeah, in addition to being hard to steer as she moves around like that, the screw attack is actually, come on. Oh, yeah. See, it's damn near impossible to hit her with the screw attack. So, I mean, you have to get lucky, and you could be jumping around all day trying to get in one clean hit. But if you're playing the NTSC version and you manage to get her with a few shots of the screw attack, you'll finish her off pretty fast. But yeah, I'm not going to bother doing that because number one, it's been reduced in the Trilogy version. Number two, it might be, you know, forever until I actually land a hit. Okay, she's invisible now. We kind of got her on the ropes, so I think after she goes back into hyper mode, which will distort the, there we go. Let's see if I could finish her off with the hyper beam. There we go. You can kind of see that after we defeat them, you can quickly see them regaining their senses and struggling to retake control of their bodies, but to no avail. Also, see how her character model, as she's dying, that's the time that she takes the form of the PED suit. And if you're in hyper mode, her character model will also be in hyper mode. Also, and once again, just to show off that Samus Aran does have some emotions. You saw it after she defeated Gore, and you see it here too. She's upset that she had to kill her own comrade, so you see her kind of lower her head and clench her fist in frustration and anger and sadness. So she does care. She's not a heartless killing machine. People who keep bitching about other M. Really. Okay, and for defeating Gandrada, we get the Grapple Voltage, which lets us do one of two things. We latch onto these terminals like this, and we could pull down on the control stick in order to siphon energy, and that'll drain it of its power and do two things. It'll disable whatever it was powering since it no longer has any juice, and as you're siphoning energy, it'll heal you a little bit. It also has another function, which I'll show off in a little bit here. Let's go ahead and scan this panel right here in order to activate this control terminal. But did it just make the Autobot transformation sound? Maybe that was just my ears playing tricks on me. I don't have the greatest hearing, so sorry. No, grab onto it, please. Please, thank you. Stop jumping. Weird thing about these trains here, it may just be my imagination, but the front of it kind of looks like the face of like an Octorok, or maybe I'm thinking of a Deku Scrub. Something from The Legend of Zelda. Maybe it was intentional, but yeah, I'm looking at it. It kind of looks like something from Zelda. I want to say either a Deku Scrub or an Octorok. Maybe I'm completely off, but definitely something from Zelda. Okay, as we step off the train, we have some lore right here in front of us. The Leviathan. Our leader provided us with great wisdom on many subjects, including the improvement of our mighty battleship Colossus. We followed her teachings and turned our vessel into a ship without peer, but more work remained. Dark Samus required a mighty flagship, one to strike terror in the hearts of her enemies. The might of Colossus was not enough. She demanded more. Her solution was unique and most excellent. We took her great star beast and fitted it with cybernetic weapon systems. Crew quarters and command consoles were placed within the beast's skull. In time, we created a mighty dreadnought and called it Leviathan. The great leader was pleased. Oh, I'd be pleased too. That actually sounds friggin' kick-ass. I mean, assuming that you didn't kill the beast in order to do it. I'd only feel good about it if it was already dead, and I turned its dead, rotting carcass into a spaceship. Anyway, let's go ahead and suck energy from this terminal right here. We also have the ability to push energy into a terminal without power when we need to power something, and doing that will actually cause us to sacrifice a little bit of energy in order to do so. Other than that, yeah, we have no access to the hyper, not hyper, whatever. Ooh, hello.
Samus, Unit 217 has discovered evidence of hidden Chozo artifacts on Skytown. Perhaps these could assist you in accessing the rest of the pirate base.
Ooh, absolutely. Well, you heard 242-217 found something for us on Skytown, so we'll be heading to Skytown and see if we can find something that gives us further access into the pirate base. But that's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.